Paddy, Molly, welcome to the Overlap and also to my favourite city of Liverpool. Right, 11 quick fire questions because you've known each other 11 years, so let's go. Favourite holiday destination? Paddy, you first.
I'm going to go Thailand. It's Thailand or America, but I'm going Thailand.
Any particular reason you like Thailand?
It's
Pad Thai.
I do love a good pad Thai, like, and it's just an unbelievable country. There's all sorts of different things there. It's where I got engaged as well, so it's memories.
Right, Molly?
America or Bali. Bali just because it was just a whole different way of life. Nice and relaxed, not overrun by tourists.
I think you say Tories then.
Tories, lads. We don't like them here, lads. We don't like them here. Yeah, but America's a belter.
Right, favourite musician?
Jamie Webster.
Yeah, Jamie Webster.
Shout out Jamie, lad.
Oh, is he that
I've got it here on me, look.
Oh, have you got it?
My city, my people, my heart.
I've also got some of his lyrics there on my top as well.
He's become quite big here in the last few years.
He's unbelievable, lads, because he's so good.
Yeah, he hates the Tories, he's everything for the working class people.
I always tell people you can listen to him on your phone, but when you see him live is when you know how good he is. Yeah. He's just different, he's a showman. Right,
favourite meal? I've seen you eating pizzas, by the way.
Listen, I was just about to say, everyone asks me this, I can't pick a favourite meal. I like that many different types of food. I love pizza, I love pasta, I love Chinese food, salt and pepper chicken. Wings are one of my favourites. I love quadruple burgers. I can't name one food because I like everything. Desserts, chocolate fudge cake, cookie dough, them cookie dough pies.
Oh. You thinking of going to nutrition?
But he's not as fat as what everyone thinks he is.
I'm not that fat, like, you know what I mean?
That's his fat band.
Yeah. I know for a fact when I retire I'm going to be a diabetic, but I get on with it.
Well, we've got a lot to look forward to, haven't we?
Me and him are like a healthy balance of Ricky Hatton. Like, I do all the boozing and he does all the eating, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, do you got booze?
No, not really. I'm not a big drinker.
But you like what?
I'm an Evertonian, so of course I have to.
So she has to, to drown her sorrows, she has to drink.
What's your favourite drink?
A Peroni or a pink gin, or a beer Moretti, or a Guinness.
See, that's how much she likes ale. She can't pick one. It's like me with food. I can't pick one.
So what's your favourite meal, by the way? Let's go back to it.
Carbonara, a pepperoni pizza, I reckon, and chicken wings and a beer on the side.
See, the way she always gets a beer in. The beer's just always there because that's first.
Favourite superhero?
Even though he's not a superhero, I have to go Batman, just because he's a normal fella. I like Batman, me lad. It's defo. He's got no superpowers, but he gets shit done. That's how we roll.
Just for the women, I'll shout out Captain Marvel. Is that a name?
Yeah, Captain Marvel. The beard who's on the new films.
Yeah.
There we go, we get run over.
Smile, love, you're on telly. Ta-ra, love.
See you later.
Idol growing up?
Oh.
Easiest question you've ever asked.
You're going to say Steve Gerrard, aren't you?
Or Carragher, one of two Scousers who used to play for Liverpool, yeah.
I know.
It is that, two Scousers who play for Liverpool, like one of them two.
Idol growing up? I'm going to ignore that one.
Do you know what? It would have been either Katie Taylor or probably Bruce Lee or Muhammad Ali. From like the age of 6, my nan gave me like a tenner for Christmas and I bought Bruce Lee's biography and I was just hooked. I was like, I want to be like him. So I was like 6 running around. Like my mum's ironing in her bedroom like that. What?
Have you always fought, just from a very young age, always, both of you?
No, I walked in the gym when I was 15, I'd never had a fight before. Never trained a day in my life until I walked in.
That's late, that, isn't it?
Well, if you want to see the gym now, the kids coming through the gym are ridiculous. We've got little kids who are like 6, 7 winning world grappling tournaments and that, you know what I mean? But I never done one thing first. Yeah. And like when you do one thing, you come in a little bit one-dimensional and have to work around it. That's
like with me. I had done boxing like 16 to 19, went to uni and then walked in the gym at 23 and then I thought, nah, it's not for me, I'm not into that grappling because I just like to punch heads in. But like you say, I was so this based to get out of this style.
Yeah.
It was really, really hard.
What were you doing at university?
Sports development with physical education. So I was like on to be a teacher or a coach.
Okay. Did you finish it?
I did, yeah, got a degree, yeah. Oh. You wouldn't believe that, would you? No. I can't believe it, I've done it.
What's the best party you've ever been to? Mine was a couple of weeks ago when Liverpool lost the Champions League final.
Ah, you piece of shit. Best party I ever had?
Aguero!
Nah, I'm only messing. I don't even know. I've been to that many belter parties.
Have you?
In Liverpool, lad, you go to belter parties, you don't, you can't name the best one because you go to that many.
So what was a belter though? When we was both in Las Vegas and we weren't allowed out of our bubble.
We weren't allowed out.
I had won my fight, he had won his fight, I got 50 grand, he got 50 grand. And I was just there and I ordered, was it like a Popeyes chicken? Like I ordered this big massive thing of chicken and chips and he was just sat there eating it and everyone was going, don't you want some? Dana White had sent us all bottles of whiskey. I'm just running around the pool, just like dancing like this.
You know when you get the little shots like that? Yeah. She was going to people in the pool, do you want one, lads? Do you want one? Go on, lad, come on. Do you want one as well? Do you want one?
Come on,
just throwing them at fighters' heads.
All these Canadians, I'm like, lads, drink this. And they're like, what does she say?
Yeah.
Do you like Dana White?
Yeah, he loves us.
He's sound, he loves us, lad, he's sound.
He's making money out of you both, though.
Yeah, of course. That's why he loves us, lads. He's making money off us.
What's the 50 grand thing, by the way? You've both got 50 grand. What happens there?
Every fight night or pay-per-view night, whatever, they give out a performance bonus and a fight of the night bonus. So if you have fight of the night and then knock them out in the last third at the end of the round, you can get 100 grand as well as your purse.
Right, let's go on then. Your favourite memory of Liverpool and Everton?
Origi, 97th minute, I was at Anfield.
Oh my God, is that when Jordan Pickford just pushed it in?
Little arms.
I can resonate with Jordan because we've both got
you laugh, you've got arms like him.
What's my best moment? Was it the FA Cup when there was that much fog on the pitch and Cahill scored? I think that was an FA Cup game.
I was at that horrible game when Dan Gosling scored in the 170th minute as well at Goodison. I was at that and I was sitting next to 3 United fans. What was mad?
Why are United fans there?
Don't know, they got tickets for the game.
Was they supporting Everton?
Obviously they're supporting Everton, they were United fans, come on.
Yeah.
You're into like family, Everton and United.
Yeah.
Biggest regret? You don't strike me as the type of people,
no,
having met
really.
you in the last hour or so, that has regrets that much.
The only one thing I can regret is fighting with a broken hand when I shouldn't have fought. But I didn't want to let everyone down, so I didn't pull out.
And you lost?
And I lost, yeah. I lost the fight, and I know for a fact...
Would you do that again tonight?
No.
Yeah, you pull out, yeah.
That's what's one of my big regrets, not pulling out of that fight, but my other regret is just not listening to people. Till I was about 24, 25, I didn't listen to anyone. People would try and give me advice, I'd go, shut up lad, I know best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until
that's just growing up, that, isn't it?
And it got in the way of a lot of things in my life.
Every regret shaped me for who I am, so I'll kind of just stick with it and own every one. There's not when I really think, oh...
God, you must have something that's like really...
Well, I could have like flashed someone at a party, bladdered like that.
Yeah, oh, Molly loves flashing, it's great, you know.
Maybe that.
We've never had a flash on the oval, that.
There's still time, lad.
That'll get demonetised, lad, you don't want that, you don't want that.
What is the one thing you hate most about training camp?
The diet.
The diet?
Easiest thing, diet.
Me and him will just sit there, just
watching food on Instagram.
Just going through reels, going, oh lad, let's eat that next.
We sit there when like in Vegas, like the week of the fight, like Tuesday, Wednesday when we're there, we just sit there watching that beard meets food, eat food challenges. Just watch food challenges on food channels, lad.
It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, every morning, and I just knock on his door, go, come in, meatball, and then we just sit there watching the food channels or Game of Thrones.
Yeah, just watching food programmes, lad. Even though we know we can't eat now.
Is it a struggle for you both to make the weight?
No. We've struggled in the past when we've been unprofessional about it, but now we're very professional about it, so we're not. Yeah. Like, people will say to me, oh, you're fat, and they'll think I struggle. I've still got 14.5 kg to lose. No. But that's not.
I was thinking 5 kilo, I was thinking, that's a lot.
About 6 weeks ago, I was 93 kilo.
I fight
at 70. That was me being
fat,
like.
It melts
off. It just comes off me fast, though. I mean, I'm 85.2 this morning.
Do you think you'll keep being able to do that as you go on?
Nah, I might grow up a bit more though, mightn't I, and actually keep my weight down a bit, but...
If there's no telling him, he has to learn his lessons to understand.
93 kilos, that's heavy, that, isn't it?
Yeah, that was when I was in America, drinking like 3 gallons of Coke a day, as well as eating like 7,000 calories a day. Easy. The Monday after my fight, I got home. I just went for scrans that day. I went for a big Nando's in the night and was just eating chocolate all day. I counted my calories and I ate 11,000 calories the Monday after the fought. That was without trying. That was without trying, literally.
And his cheeks were all right. I was like, lad, how's your cheeks done that?
Yeah, my cheeks are like, it's heavy.
And what about you, 5 kilo? It's no problem.
Look, it's 5 weeks Friday.
I'll do 5 kilo overnight.
Will you?
I'll do £10 in a bath overnight.
In a bath?
Yeah.
What do you mean a bath?
Like, we get put a bath hot, like a sauna.
It's not like a nice bath, it's not like, ooh, let's relax. It's like you're boiling yourself.
Bath when you get out, your skin's red, you know what I mean? And you lie on like a towels or sleeping bags, they wrap you in a quilt. You lie there and carry on sweating. And just repeat until you make weight. I've had to do £19 overnight before and done it. But that was when it was disgusting.
But women don't cut the same amount, so I have to be a bit more disciplined. There's no lying. in the fact that I'd say 80% of my opponents have tested positive for PEDs, done the 2 years or the 6-8 months out and then come back. So it would make sense for me to cut more weight, as in sweat more off like him. But I would prefer like a bigger engine and a gas tank, and they can outstrength me, but I can have better lungs.
Out-cardio them.
Out-cardio.
Is there a big problem with that in the sport?
Not as much now.
Not as much now.
10 years ago, it was terrible. Like if you look at when USADA come in, the US anti-doping agency,
it's like
like half of the champions just started getting their head punched in.
Right.
And like loads of people started missing weight because they couldn't make it without the steroids, you know what I mean?
But it's a massive culture in certain parts of the world, which I don't even
It's meant to be bad in Brazil, innit? You know what I mean? Everyone says it's bad in Brazil. Like Vitor Belfort years ago was on TRT, made Michael Bisping go blind, went on a 3-fight knockout streak. Every fight was in Brazil. He wouldn't fight in America. And the only reason he caught him, have you seen how they caught him? The only reason he caught him was because they invited him to win the Knockout of the Year award in America. Right, and when he come in, they tested him. And his testosterone levels, they said, was like a lion.
You could win it for that last one, you know.
I know.
Oh, she is going to win it. That's Knockout of the Year, that.
That's unbelievable, that, wasn't it?
When she knocked her out.
You see Paddy go mad in the gym.
I went bananas, and then we were in the back, and 30 seconds later, she's still on the floor, and I'm like...
About 15 minutes.
Is she all right? Is she okay, or is like, she going to get up or not?
Yeah, you can't be all right after that, though, can you?
No, you can't.
What is your greatest UFC moment? Have we just named yours?
No, that was like me arrival, but I think when I won my first fight in the UFC, my first debut, Gary, I got choked out in Liverpool and I was like depressed, thought like killing myself, like I was just imposter syndrome. That bad? Imagine, me and him are the only people who know this, to win a world title in the Echo Arena and then your next fight get beat in the Echo, and no one else has felt that bar me and him. So I've gone from this to then getting signed to the UF to this, and I was just walking down the street just thinking I'm not even good enough, I'm not worthy enough, all that, to have like this 10-month training regime of like, I'm going to smash this next opponent. And then you seen it, didn't you, when she punched me in the face and my eye broke my orbital bone, and it was just that moment of how much do I want this?
Yeah, but it's not right, that.
No, but it was an illegal, it was a thumb to the eye as well, so it weren't even like a punch or anything like that.
She's a dirty bitch here though, and she pokes people in the eyes and that.
No, listen, she was getting choked, and
she was getting choked, and she's just like that, clawing at the bird's eyes.
Are you not allowed to,
no, you're not allowed to go anywhere near anyone's eyes. You can't poke her in the eye. You can punch them, obviously.
Yeah, the rules are you can't hit a downed opponent with like kicks and knees.
Yeah.
You can't eye gouge. You can't like fish
hook. In the balls, can't oil check. You know what I mean?
Do you know what an oil check is?
It's pretty self-explanatory, an oil check, like.
Yeah.
So on that one where your eye was like that, does your own corner?
No, they'd never pull us out.
If they pulled you out, what would you do?
I'd never speak to them again.
I would absolutely go bananas.
They know me and him.
I'd rather die in there.
I know that sounds mental,
mad, but I'd rather die in there.
The honour and everything that you get for your city, your team, for everything, you're going out on your shield. If you pride yourself on like overcoming adversity and not giving up and being resilient, you can't be pulled out. You just can't, do you know what I mean? And I remember when she done that, hearing me coach side going, make pay for that. So after when I'm like
so it's the opposite of pulling you out.
Close that eye. Keep it closed. You lose your depth perception and what you can see. So then I had to change southpaw, and I just bit down on my gummy and I just came for it.
I'm going back to it. Your corner don't pull you out, but what about the actual organisation?
They can if they want to.
Yeah, but what about the organisation? Why would they not pull you out with that eye? Because I watched that and thought, that's not right.
The doctor's come in and he's checked, so we opened my eye and he's seen that like me retina's not blown, I'm still good to go.
Right.
He didn't know that was broke, it could have just been a black eye.
Right, okay.
So he's checked me, are you good to carry on? How many fingers have you got? I'm like, making it up, 3. Don't know, just, guessed right though, didn't I? I got to carry on.
And what about your best moment?
My UFC one's definitely my last fight. My first fight was behind closed doors, even though I proved myself right and knocked them out, like I said I was going to, but there was no one there. So the last fight, lad, when I done what I said I was going to do and beat him in the first round, I went bananas for the whole crowd. That's just a bit of me, I love all that.
Are you not entertained? And I even jumped in. I even got in there, didn't I, lad?
Greatest football player of all time. Switch of play, that.
Lad, I don't think you can really compare them all from different eras. You know what I mean? I'd go Garrincha, then I'd go Maradona, then I'd go Zidane, then I'd go Messi. Like in order of eras, you know what I mean?
So you have to pick one?
Messi.
Messi. Who are you going for? Greatest footballer of all time?
I love Thierry Henry.
Just going to say Thierry? Yes, Mo.
Do you think Thierry could do UFC?
No. No, je ne sais quoi.
He's too nice to you, really.
Yeah, he's just a guy. He's a gentleman, isn't he?
Give us one fact about yourself that few people know.
I don't think anyone knows that I'm related to Katie Taylor, the world champion, one of the best ever female combat athletes ever. But we only found out through doing an ancestry thing, because my family left Ireland in like the 60s. And then we went through, and then I was speaking to her mum, I was like, do you know Maria Cranley? She's like, yeah, that's my auntie. I was like, that's my nan. And she was like, no way. So that all worked its way out, but I just wanted it to happen organically.
Yeah.
And not just because I'm in the limelight now, just like jump on her clout or anything like that. Yeah. I wanted it to come. So I never approached her in like a public setting, it was in a private setting, do you know what I mean?
Right, something about you no one knows.
I had arthritis as a kid. That's one that a lot of people don't know. I had arthritis in my legs.
That can't be helpful for...
I had child arthritis in my legs when I was younger, yeah. From like the age of 8 to about 11.
I was watching you train before though, your legs like footballers.
His calves.
I'm flexible as well, which is weird. I can put my leg behind my head.
Both of them. Give me your phone, lad.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That's without stretching, lad.
That's not right, that.
That's not right, that.
You know what I mean? That's without stretching, lad. They both go. It's easy.
Put both of them, lad.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, like, I shouldn't be able to do that.
Watching your fights, it comes across that that's how you fight.
Yeah, it does. I use my flexibility
use that,
a lot.
Don't you?
Yeah, I use it. I use it in spades, to be honest, whether it's takedowns, whether it's striking, whether it's on the mat. I use my flexibility all the time. It's something I couldn't go without.
Yeah.
Everyone I fight's normally as big as him. I'm so short for my weight division. The last two opponents have had like
big
10 and 9.
10 inch reach advantage to one in Vegas had, didn't she?
So when you see me fighting, sometimes you think, she's got some lungs on it. If I don't be here
you're inside
or here, I'm going to get
Yeah.
But it's mad, the next opponent I've got, Gary, I'm as tall as, and I've got an inch on her arm, so...
Is that even more difficult for you?
No.
Until this girl got signed, you had the shortest reach in the UFC, didn't you?
Yeah, I had the shortest reach in the UFC, so I really was like Jordan Pickford.
It's only got this one.
Poor Jordan. Last question. You've got a penalty in the last minute for your life. Who's taking it?
James Milner.
James Milner?
Man doesn't miss. Mr. Reliable.
James Milner, and who've you got?
It's definitely not an Everton player. It's not an Everton player. Definitely not.
I'll just go Rooney. He won't let me down.
There we go. Brilliant.
You know that.
Well done. Well done.
Thanks, lad.